So, hello everyone. Okay, this is going to be my second attempt at a first-person VOD with commentary, which should be pretty cool, I'm hoping. Last game, the focus was staying calm. The focus of this game is going to be don't fly off the handle. Pretty much, you can see my face, I'm really frustrated. And you also notice that I'm talking and my face that's in the video is saying other things. Basically, this is me on a really bad day of gaming where I have lost basically every single game. I think the end of this game, of all the ladder games I've played, I went 5-14. It was bad. So, I'm pissed off and I'm trying not to lose it. And this is me custom gaming as a friend who is, I believe, 900 masters at the moment, and with the top are like 1100, 1200, so he's really up there. He's a Zerg player who playing Metlaopolis, and so again, we're seeing me focus on the basics in the beginning. We are having me making sure all my probes are mined from the closest mineral patches, just getting my pylon down and everything, scouting right after the pylon, as it is a 4% map, so you definitely want to scout after the pylon. I also want to do that against Zerg in general, just for the fact that you want to stop any hatchery first that might go down, because that just gives Zerg way too much opportunity to get an economy that's absolutely insane. So right now we're having me just running around with clicking, just going to get a little bit of spamming, not screwing up anything, just have my hotkeys set up. Basically right now I'm just trying to start focusing on mouse movements and just hitting buttons, making sure my hands are warm. Now, my approach to this game as I play is just going to be 3-gate expand, standard play, no cheese, nothing is iffy, nothing gimmicky, nothing stupid. It's not a satisfying win, especially now, in this mindset. You want to have a good, solid win to actually make you feel like you're a player. So immediately, I'm going to scout this, immediately look at the gas, see that he actually went and got his gas before his pool, so he's going for a normal speed link opener, which means I'm not going to be stopping any hatchery first or whatever, so it's fine. I saw an early probe, I know exactly where he is. I'm happy with his spawning positions because I do not want close positions. I am much more comfortable on longer distances where warp-ins are more effective, and Zerg may feel like they can just do a little bit more droning or whatever, because they can hopefully take advantage of that. Now, Metlaopolis is a very standard map. It's been around for a very long time, so I'm comfortable on it. It's great to have this game happen. Right now I'm just focusing on doing everything normally. I'm just mining from all my things and everything. Essentially, it's looking solid. And by the way, this has just come right off my stream, as I've been streaming my games lately, as I'm actually going to be going for shoulder surgery in a couple of weeks, which means no playing for a while. So basically I'm trying to get some gaming in now, which is one of the reasons why I was so frustrated, because it's great. I actually have time to play for once, so I'm going to go ahead and stream some games and have people just watch me lose horribly. It's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. So now, 3-gate expands going down. I've got my my probe patrolling just out in the natural, just make sure that I can block this hatchery as it goes in, which I do succeed in doing for a fair bit of time, but I'm about to lose my probe, so that kind of sucks. I'm just going to get it out there. It's got 5 health. I'm not going to try and throw down a pylon or anything. Just continue to go normal. So now my summary is finished. Immediately get guys on the gas. You made it, use it. That simple. Don't want to do anything frivolous. So I did just go over there quickly and see that the hatch was put down. And it looks like my probe is actually going to survive and get back into my main base, which is obviously exciting. Alright, so now third gate, I throw it down. Yep, there it is. So now I have 2 gates, hotkeys.
Oh no, are you kidding me?
And yeah, there's me frustration. And yep, and I barely get my zealot back, just didn't have it hotkeyed or something. I don't know. Is it still on hotkey? Yeah, it's still on hotkey. My zealot should be on 3 right now, but that's where my nexus is. My stalker should be on 4. Probably gonna do that now, and then I think now I'm gonna realize what's up with my zealot. At least I should. But yeah, now I want to get my nexus down. I want to get my economy back up. I want my 3 expand to actually have an expand in it. So here we go, pile on the low ground, and move down, and now I set my zealot to 3 and everything. Everything's looking solid. Chrono boosting out the sentry for a reason, because I want that out, because I see these links and everything out there. I don't think I should get one out, but this was frustrating.
Ah, no, I just locked myself out of my own base.
Yeah. That's me in the stream, just frustrating. Which is kind of funny to see, just looking back, even though it was really painful. So now I have to run around with some pros, make sure it doesn't do any damage. And now I actually think I actually get a surround, micro a little bit, get the surround by phasing through using the right click in the mineral patch, and then just attack moving. Gives you an immediate surround of the Zerglings, which means they do not really do any damage. So basically, I don't think I lost many, if any, Zerglings, and now my Nexus is going down later than I would like it to, but it's still gone down. I really like to eke out early Nexuses whenever I can. Everything I've gotten down as early as 5:30 in a game, before I even have my 3 war gates up. It's risky, but if I don't feel like there's any pressure coming in, I'm going to get that economy out as fast as I can.
1 century.
So now, yeah.
No, we're still in all.
What am I saying? I can't see what I'm saying. This is weird to have me talking and watching me at the same exact time. Staring. The music's so good too. I'm enjoying that. But now, notice I went for a lot of stalkers instead of sentries earlier on. That was just a matter of I want DPS and I want to have some kind of threat. And I want to have hallucinate. I want to be able to actually push out and not know I'm going to lose to a bunch of Zerglings when I'm out of position. So I'm basically waiting to have the energy. Using that first force field to try and get those Zerglings out of my base really actually hurt me in the fact that I couldn't get out of hallucination. So basically right now I'm just trying to feint an attack, force my opponent to actually do something. And so now that I have my Nexus up, I'm going to go ahead and get my Forge up, get my Gateway, finish that little tiny sort of pseudo wall off on that right part, make sure that no Zerg goes back and go to my main, and just continue to tech up. And actually it looks like that wasn't a complete wall off on that side. But now I should, yep, I'm still trying to get Hallucinate. I'm just looking at the energies, showing that it's just not enough. So I'm going to continue to tech up. That's my main thing right now. Hopefully bait drones, but I'm worried that he has a third up at this time. I know players like Adria really do like to get an incredibly fast third against a fast expanding Protoss, which is really strong. And I actually do a VOD on crushing that said expansion. I'll probably do that one next, assuming that this goes well. But now here we have him trying to get that sky formation back. I'm just going to go ahead and kill him. So now this is looking to be a fairly good force. Sentries and Zealots, no, sorry, Sentries and Stalkers, I mean, are a pretty strong combination when used correctly. But basically, I'm not going to attack because I don't really know what he has. I've not gotten any hallucinated phoenixes out there, so I don't want to do anything stupid. So instead, I'm just going to come back, turtle, and get up my third up fairly early. Because he seems to be pretty passive. I kind of feel like I want to just attack along this pattern as I expand, which is a great way to expand. You expand and you attack along the path that you're expanding to. You notice I do have his pylon back there to the left of that assembler just to make sure that I can actually continue to block it off in case of Zerglings that run by. So now getting up my upgrades and everything. Kind of annoyed that I'm supply block. That's another really weakness in my just non-consistent plays. The fact that happens. Now I want to get a robo, not that last gateway. Kind of flip-flopped around, but I realize I want detection just in case that there are roaches because I don't know what he's doing. So I'm going for a safe standard mix, continue to warp and reinforcements, and update my hotkeys and everything. And now I'm running around just trying to just skirt along the edges of the creep, not stay on the creep, not be engaged in a horrible position, but basically I can't kill the creep tumors. I can't kill that sky formation, so I'm not going to do anything overly committing. But I'm going to poke it into this third, see if I can do some form of damage. I'm actually leaving my sentries back there, getting a pylon down there, but I have an escape route going on the left. But I actually look to the left and see all these roaches, so immediately I'm going to try to save all my sentries. And there's some solid force fields. But basically, I'm now going to actually take out this base. Couple force fields, make sure that I can't get chased, and that hatchery goes down, which is great. And funnily enough, that pylon's going up too, so I'm going to be able to warp units down there. But basically, I have a sandwich set now, and I have my sentries still alive, so I can continue to attack, and there should be some force fields, yes. Notice how I'm using the force fields. Basically, the roaches can't hit me. You'll notice that I'm following them, and this is allowing me to basically take out his army without him able to do a thing. So that is a strong move, warp gates from the gateways, and I'm looking pretty solid right now. I've done a fair bit of damage. The force fields were definitely effective, and now I have a proxy pylon to continue with a little pressure. But I gotta be careful of the fact that Burrow could be coming. He didn't have it during that attack, so I'm kind of feeling good enough to actually pressure the front a little bit. And so I'm going to continue forcing them. But I don't know how many I have how many I really have left. But basically, I'm kind of feeling good. I'm continuing to pressure, and yep, there's Burrow, and I pull back immediately. The second you see Burrow, you've got to pull back. But you notice that actually looking at the minimap, I'm looking at my army being split up, and that is bad. You could have picked that off, but luckily that was not the case. but continue to watch it. Upgrades are so important in matchups like this, where you have, especially in PvZ, the fact that you have, actually every single matchup they're incredibly important. In PvZ, it's so you don't get overrun, because you need a strong army because you can't produce as much as the Zerg. So upgrades to increase the strength of every single unit. Yeah, and so now, yep, I'm kind of frustrated, and you can see me saying, oh no, it's got the gold. So I'm like, okay, punch the gold time, Stalkers. I do not have Blink quite yet. I definitely want to keep an eye on that because Blink is incredibly essential for my style of PvZ. Blink Stalkers are really my pivotal unit. So now I see that this gold just went up, I want to kill it. I do not want him to have that ability to get whatever he wants out. As you see the Twilight Council go down, I'm going to go ahead and kill off the gold. I find observers on the field, so I can just go run around. Know that he's not going to be attacking me anytime soon, so I'm going to pull away my army, and I took out a base, so that's definitely a win for me. He's only just now dealing with that pylon, so it means that I know a lot of things, and that was a bad war pick, because hey, look at that, gigantic army. So now this is a bad spot for me, as that pylon's about to go down, which is unfortunate, but wait, what can you do? And I'm just chrono boosting out all my warp gates, so my chrono boost is not looking that great. But here we have all these guys, and now he's going to be able to pop out directly on top of me, which is unfortunate, but hey, I have a huge Stalker army, I have attack upgrades, so in all honesty, I can deal with this because I have the better numbers. And you can see I'm punishing him for this mistake. That was really huge. He had a huge opportunity. He did take out a bunch of my probes, but I can just chrono boost them back out. Plus my third is up and running at this point, and so my economy is good. I'm happy. Like you can see, I have all that saturation there. I'm just now going to go ahead and get those guys up. Gonna get some cannons. You can see I misplaced a bunch of them, but my money's running a little bit high. Ugh, it's a little bad. But now, basically, I know he's going pure Roach right now, so I like the combination of Stalker Immortal. Stalkers support the Immortals. Immortals stay alive and deal a ton of damage, and get them up in numbers, and it's very strong. Especially with two Robos boosting them, I definitely like it. Not to mention the fact that Corruptors can't do anything against Immortals. So I'm just trying to get out my supply as I run around, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue to mine. At this point I should have Blink, but it looks like I don't, which is bad. I definitely want to have Blink at this point. This is a late Blink on my part. Oh, I do have Blink. Okay, so it just finished actually. So now I'm going to go ahead and utilize this. Remember, the second you get something, you utilize it. Otherwise, you, well, unless you're Zerg, in which case you have some exceptions to the fact that you can't just have the options available. So now he's going to want this gold. This should be his fourth base up again. I'm going to kill it. There it is. It doesn't even get cancelled. But now I'm going to continue to warp in units. I need to start chrono boosting out and more upgrades. This should be upgrade level 3 for my attack at this point, I want to say. Which is so key, as DPS in the Immortals is incredible. Actually, I'm wearing a DPS Nutrition shirt. It's not a StarCraft shirt. And now here you have me blinking into a concave, which I do utilize, but the problem is that right now he just has too many Hydras, and now I'm just like, oh god, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. And now I'm looking back at this army like, wait, I clearly can't do this. So I'm just going to try and blink as much of my forces away as I can. Look at the minimap. You can see that they're kind of getting picked off as they run away. Yep, there is the notification. I just lost a couple units, so I'm getting up a fourth base this time, but this is a risky fourth. How many of my I think I lost all my Immortals in that, but now look at my money. I'm getting Zealots because that's all I can really afford, plus I need some kind of tank, as those Hydras do a ton of damage, and really Zealots can't really tank against Hydras, but I'm feeling bad right now. What I should be doing at this point is also having Observer and Spotting if he's going to be attacking my fourth, which is a distinct possibility. I'm going to get a few cans up. You notice the way I'm shift queuing there is basically just to make sure the fact that I don't lock my probe in there and I have to cancel and do everything. So I do right click to the right, then build, right click to the right, and then build. It actually works out really efficiently too. You'll notice that my probe never really stopped moving. It just kept move and build build the cannons as it moved, which is something that I really like. I've actually never seen anybody else do that before, but now I've got the double robo on the way. I should have a robo bay. Yes, I have the robo bay out. I'm going to be able to get my Colossus out because of the fact that he went Hydras. I now want Colossus. It's unfortunate. I'm not a big fan using Colossi, but whatever. So I got to retreat all of my probes down there and just basically try and defend this third, because it's very, very likely that he'll actually push in and try and take out my third base. So I'm going to just utilize the ramp, concave, and all those pluses to try and deal with this. But looks like he's not going to do that, therefore we're going to try and get up my Nexus again. Looks like he just pulled away. I'm like, okay, I'll kill off that Overlord and get my expansion. But, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just yelling for the creep to recede, but...
come on, one X.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I see that's 2 X's, I just pull away. Alright. Now, I should have double Colossus on the way. Noticing that I have an idle probe right now, I'm kind of, oh, it's just the one that's at the 4th, yeah. So I'm good with using all my probes right now, that's something that I like. I also want my income to come back, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue distance mining, which is not the most efficient thing, but it's going to aid me in the fact that I do want to do some more with my units, and I don't think it's optimal, but hey. Oh, I was supposed to be +2 before. I'm only on +2 weapons right now? Yikes, I really should be on +3. So that's a mistake. But, basically now I'm taking them. I still have an Immortal or 2 in my mix, but now that I have Colossus up, I want to push. I know I need to push. You've got to pressure a Zerg, and I'm fully aware of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as much as I can. Just waiting for my next Colossus. You can see my box. Yep, there it is. Immediately add to my hotkey, and we're going to continue to push it out. Now I think I have 4 Colossus at this point. I should have 3 or 4. Looks like I have 4, judging from my control group. But this proxy pilot on my main has been very helpful in continuing to push. And I noticed that he's not getting the 3rd, or the gold base, but now I'm completely out of position. So I'm going to go ahead and just base trade. I'm just going to go ahead and go for a base trade. And basically my army is better for this than him, because my army, it's powerful. His army can be reinforced, but I can cut off reinforcements, kill his larva, which kills his production, while I can just continue to morph in units. And you'll notice that I'm just resetting my rally points, morphing guys at my natural, while I continue to push into his base. So basically, I know that I'm in a great spot. I'm just going to head and blink and make sure that all my stalkers are attacking. So I have the units when I utilize them. It's that simple. Utilize what you have. So he's going to push in. I have Colossus and a couple stalkers there to defend, but it seems like he's pulling back his entire force, which makes me feel good. Alright, so now apparently my units cannot hold, but now, here we go. He's going to push in, and I have my Colossus on the field, but he's got all those Corruptors now corrupting my Colossi. I should blink in the Stalkers on the right that aren't doing anything, but forces are finally going down, but I'm still not looking too bad, and because he's not attacking my natural expansion, I can bring in the reinforcement Colossi and Stalkers. So I'm going to utilize them as much as I can. Mortals are still going ahead, dealing damage, and now that I actually have the money to, I'm going to go ahead, get the Nexus back up, and continue to press in the front, and blink, take out his units, and continue the pressure. At this point, I know he needs to reinforce his army. If I continue the pressure, attacking and everything, then I should be able to do enough damage that he can't do much. Plus, I have Colossus back on the field from before. And you can see that he's got all his Corruptors there. Now I'm target firing them with my Stalkers after blinking and everything. So this is good. I think that Colossus might actually stay alive, but I'm continuing to reinforce in the midst of all these attacking. Like, that's so key. I'm not watching my units the entire time, and there is GG. And that is me frustrated and happy that I won. But hopefully you guys found this interesting. That is basically saying even when you're completely angered, don't let it hurt your play. Continue to play normally. Don't do something stupid and weird like go for proxies, like 5 proxies that are mad that don't really do anything. But basically, stay calm and stay focused. Even when you're completely angered at how your game's been going, don't completely give up, as it's still possible to come back with solid play. And hopefully that was helpful for you guys. And just in general, you saw how control the army, control what you're doing, thought process for what's happening. I hope you actually thought this was beneficial. Let me know if it's not, or if it's can be improved somehow. But basically, hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for watching.